The story takes place in Seoul, South Korea. 10 minutes before the zombie outbreak, an out-of-control airplane crashes toward the city's tallest building. Ryan and the others are terrified. Just as the plane is about to hit, it makes a sharp turn and crashes into the middle of a residential street instead. The people in the skyscraper narrowly escape death. Sensing something was wrong, Ryan and Chris quickly take the service elevator to complete their mission and leave. On the way, they run into Anna's husband, Patrick, the hotel's general manager. Patrick has a bad attitude toward the military and is about to complain when, boom, the elevator loses power. When it comes back on, they find themselves on the 53rd floor, now completely overrun by zombies. To make things worse, a crazed man opens a valve, letting blood flow freely, nearly frying the three of them out of shock. Chaos erupts as people run around like they have rockets on their feet. The entire hotel is drenched in blood. People are falling off ledges like a live-streamed bungee jumping event, dropping one after another. What the hell is going on? Chris stumbles over a large intestine. Yes, you heard that right. This thing is tougher than a climbing rope. And on the other end, a half-bodied zombie sees Ryan and the others as its next meal. Luckily, it crawls slower than a turtle. Meanwhile, Patrick takes the opportunity to run off to who knows where. Suddenly, a scream for help echoes through the hall. They rush over and see a zombie pinning Patrick to the ground in a disturbingly suggestive position. Without hesitation, Chris smashes a bottle over the zombie's head. But the nightmare isn't over yet. The three push a table against the zombie, pinning it at the bar. But they know this won't hold for long. Staying calm under pressure, they split up their task. Chris lights a piece of cloth. Ryan grabs a bottle of 75% alcohol. Patrick yanks the tablecloth over the zombie's head, then slams it with a flaming torch. Zombie, perfectly roasted. The delicious smell makes their stomachs growl. Patrick calls security and finally realizes the situation is serious. He warns the two not to go downstairs, but they insist on taking him to the rooftop where the military is stationed. It's the safest place. However, Patrick refuses. I'm the general manager. I have to stay until the end, he says before walking away like a true professional. Chris predicts he won't survive if he stays. As they turn a corner, Chris trips. Bad timing. The noise attracts a swarm of zombies. The two run for their lives and barely manage to shut a stairwell door, locking the zombies outside. Meanwhile, across town, a man crashes his car because he was flirting with a girl. Eric, nicknamed Eagle, screams in terror. His hands shake as he picks up an eyeball that somehow landed on his neck and hands it to his buddy, Nathan. Nathan, thinking it's a new necklace, takes a closer look and panics, slapping it away. All he wants now is to call his insurance company. But then, the dead pedestrian suddenly lifts his head, scaring Nathan out of his mind. Eagle, realizing the person is still alive, quickly bags the eyeball and asks for help. A brave young man steps forward, and they try to pull the injured man out. Nathan shouts that they need to preserve the accident scene, but Eagle insists on saving the person first. When they finally drag him out, the young man starts CPR. But wait, this guy's bones are ridiculously brittle. Did they just break a mannequin? The bystanders accuse the young man of killing someone, but he defends himself. Eagle turns to Nathan and asks how he can just sit in his car after running someone over. Then, he glances inside, and instantly understands. Nathan isn't staying in the car because he wants to. His pants are soaked in fear. Suddenly, a truck spins out of control and crashes toward them. Nathan jumps out of the car and runs for his life, creating complete chaos. At the same time, zombies appear on the streets, including the supposedly dead pedestrian, who now reanimates and charges at Nathan. Eagle is frozen in shock. A zombie, moving like a rabid dog, suddenly sprints toward him. He bolts, running into an alley, where a kind-hearted shop owner, Mrs. Lee, pulls him inside. Night falls. Meanwhile, Ryan and Chris finally reach the 75th floor. They're so close, only to find the door locked. With no other choice, they decide to cross the hotel and try the other stairwell. The lobby is in ruins. They head into the staff room, hoping to find something useful. But the moment they step inside, bam, a mop smacks them in the face. Turns out, it's Mark, the floor supervisor. Realizing his mistake, Mark apologizes. Ryan tries to call for help, but the phones are dead, and Mark doesn't have his mobile. However, he remembers a working phone at the restaurant's front desk. Armed with alcohol disinfectant sprays, they make their way to the restaurant. Just as they enter the lobby, a zombie head pops up from behind the counter, then jumps out, scaring them half to death. Ryan doesn't hesitate. He grabs a lighter, sprays alcohol, and whoosh, a homemade flamethrower roasts the zombie's face. It sizzles like a pig on a spit. After taking down the zombie, they see a massive, muscular head chef, Tom. He's using all his strength to barricade the door against countless zombies. But the wooden door isn't going to hold for much longer. And then, BM, the barricade gives way. The zombies flood in. Ryan, Chris, and Tom are outnumbered. The only way out is through a broken window leading to a narrow ledge outside the building. But can they make it across in time? Will Ryan and Chris find another way to the rooftop? Will Patrick regret staying behind? And what exactly caused this outbreak in the first place? The answers are yet to come. Stay tuned. The real nightmare is just beginning. And just in case you missed the last video on the kindness of a stranger to a deaf, blind and dumb orphan child, you can do well to check it out. I really do appreciate you for the support so far, and I love you.